All right, guys and ladies, we are
Live
on another episode of the Perfect Pyramid series. Welcome, welcome. We are so excited to share with you our knowledge today in the network marketing industry. So obviously this group is for network marketers. So you are at the right place at the right time. And this is your MLM training right here, brought to you on the Charles and Dr. Yes show with the Perfect Pyramid series. Hi, Heather. Thanks for coming in. Guys, as you're coming in, let us know where you're plugging in from, where you're at. And hey, if this is your first time, we just want to say welcome. And if you haven't given StreamYard access already, please do so. So right above this video, there's a link that says, hey, I grant access to StreamYard. And what it is that once you give it access, we will be able to see your name and who you are. Otherwise, we just see you as someone anonymous. So if you've already done that, you don't have to repeat it. It's just a one-timer thing. So, and for those of you who are regulars with us on the show, we are so grateful that you are here plugging in. And yeah.
But if you're new, make sure you turn on the alerts so that you know when we're going live.
That's right. So a quick housekeeping rule. There is a notification up at the top. Oh, if you're watching us on your cell phone, you can literally turn your notifications on so that every time we go live, you are going to be notified on your phone. So you would know and you can stay plugged in as we go. So here's one thing about the Perfect Pyramid Show. I want to make a quick announcement. It is a show that happens starting today at 5 p.m. Pacific time. It was at 4 p.m. And our other show, the Gift to Get show, is on Tuesdays at 5 p.m. So it was creating some confusion. Which one is at 4? Which one is at 5? So we streamlined our times for you guys. Simple, keeping things simple. All right, so we're going live on Tuesdays with the Gift to Get show at 5 o'clock Pacific time. And we are going live on Thursdays with
our Perfect Pyramid Show. So every Tuesday we bring one of our city members' products or services to you, and we showcase one of our city members' products or services. And Thursdays we just bring you network marketing value, training, insight, perspective. Maybe to help you raise or elevate your level of thinking or thought or knowledge about the industry. But we try to bring to you some powerful information and something that can help you elevate your game every Thursday, every week. We're here and you're going to start to learn it. You're going to start to see it. You're going to start to know that it's consistent as you're longer and longer in the group. I know a lot of people have already been taking advantage of it and been loving the trainings that we're being given. And we're all week just thinking of what value can we bring you and meet you where you're at in your business. And we have so many people in this group at different levels and various stages of their business, but we're doing our best to bring to you some training and information that's relevant to where you're at in your business and help everybody across the board in all kinds of different companies, different levels of their businesses, but something that's going to bring value.
Yes, and especially when it comes to principles, because principles of network marketing apply in any network marketing company. And that is something definitely we're bringing to you. We're jam-packing lots of value in those trainings for you. So tune in, make sure you put your notification on, and let's get started. Actually,
it's like the principles of golf, right? Once you know the principles of golf, you can use them on any golf course. Right? Chipping, you know what I mean? Putting. It's like the basics, you know what I mean? The principles, they work on every golf course. I don't know why I thought of that, but that's
a really good analogy. I love it. Let's keep it alive and going and repeat it some other time too. Hey, as you're coming in, I want to ask you a question. Question of the day. Let us know in the comments. And here's the question, okay? What's your money goal in network marketing? Is it to make part-time money or full-time money? Let us know as you're coming in.
You don't need to say a specific number, just that part-time or full-time. Everyone's different.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So we just want to know your money goal. Is it like more on the part-time direction or the full-time?
A little bit extra money, some extra cash, part-time, some spending money. Right? Or is it, you have a full-time goal. You have, you want to make this a career. You want to ditch your job. You know what I mean? You want to fire your boss. It's time. You want to go full-time. So many people in network marketing. I think the majority of people, that's their vision. But certainly there's so many people that love what they do. They love their job and they just love doing network marketing part-time.
Absolutely. And there's no right or wrong answer. This is not a trick question.
Facebook user says full-time money. Just go ahead and add yourself to the StreamYard there so we know who you are.
Yeah, we've got a
full-timers.
Thank you guys. We see a lot of people tuning in right now. A bunch of you are saying full-time money. We can't see you unless you give StreamYard access. It's the link above this video. If you go ahead and give it access, we can see who you are and know your name. But yes, we've got a bunch of people saying their goal is full-time money. Full-time money. Hello from Marianne from Pennsylvania, right? Beautiful. Welcome, Marianne. We are excited to have you here. And all of you, if you're tuning in for the first time, we just want to give you a special extra welcome for being here. And as you're coming in, answer this question, what the goal is for you as far as money goal is concerned, part-time or full-time. And
and even if your goal is part-time, you're still going to have people joining your business that's goal is full-time, right? And if you're full-time, if your big goal is full-time money in network marketing, this training is for you, right? And if you're part-time, your goal is part-time money, extra money, this training is still for you because you're going to have people joining your team. The goal is full-time. And the big question that we're going to answer today is if you want to know how to build a business, build your network marketing business to a level where it grows with or without you, this training is for you.
That's right. So how would you guys like to know how to build your MLM business so that it grows with or without you, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. So let's get into it. In
the beginning, you're brand new. You don't have anyone on your team, day one, right? It's only going to grow with you. You're the only one that can do work. You got to get some people, talk to some people, recruit or get customers, but it grows because of you, right? The goal is eventually to get to a point. If you want to go full-time, you want to get big money, right? You've got to get to a point where it grows without you. Or if someone joins your team, maybe you just want to make some extra money, make some sales, but people will join your team and their goal is to go full-time. To get to that level, it's to get to a point where it grows without you or without them, right?
And this knowledge today, if your goal is part-time, this knowledge today will get you equipped so that when you have people on your team joining who want to go full-time, you're already equipped with the knowledge. Cool. If you like that, say I like that. I do want to see your emojis. I do want to see, we both want to see what you're thinking and how excited you are, or if you want to know about this knowledge, because it fires us up more. So we want to pack more value and give you more. So let's face it. Okay, let's face it. This is the reality. Okay, the reality is you got yourself in this whole thing called network marketing. You're like, oh, what did I do? Maybe, right? You're like, oh, I got myself in a network marketing business.
Sometimes,
Okay. Well, the reality is that you are now in this reality. Okay.
Good decision.
Mm-hmm. And so we want to show you, and we want to let you know and show you how you can come out of this on the other side as a winner.
The winner.
And financially free.
To get out of this, what you got into it for. Right?
Right.
Financial freedom. And I think if we're going to talk about getting out of it, coming out of it a winner, the other side of money, right? The key, I think we can't have a conversation about that without talking about exit strategies.
That's right.
Right. And we're not talking about how you can quit your company. That's not what we're talking about. That every entrepreneur has an exit strategy, right? Investors have an exit strategy, right? It's like, it's easy to put your money in to the investments, but the trick is getting it out, right? But every entrepreneur starts a company with, an exit strategy in mind. A network marketing owner, right, is an entrepreneur starting a network marketing company. Their goals is they have an exit strategy, right? And as a distributor, right? As a distributor, a rep in a company, you have an exit strategy maybe from your job. Right? Mm-hmm. From your job, which is going to correlate into an exit strategy and how you can get to a point where this business grows without you. And that's when you can walk away from your job. And then that's when you can walk away and take time off and exit and take your foot off the gas, right? When you can ride off into the sunset, when this business grows without you, that's where the exit strategy kicks in. So how do you get to a point where you can take your foot off the gas, right? Where you can back off, where you can take, ride off into the sunset. You can sit on the beaches of Tahiti, drinking martinis, eating linguinis, driving Lamborghinis with girls in bikinis, where this business grows without you, right? Where you can take a break, right? Because when you're brand new, like there's no break. It's only growing if you work it. So where do you get to a point where you can take a break and it keeps growing, right? How do we get to that level? But first we're going to talk about owners and exit strategies, because I want to tell you a quick story about a friend of mine. This guy, he loved his company. He definitely believed he was in his dream company. He was going to stay in forever. And one day he woke up and he was in a different company. That company that he loved so much got bought out by another company, absorbed by a different company. He woke up and it was a different company he was in. The back office had a different name, and it was a company that he would have never joined. And he all of a sudden found himself doubting and questioning whether he wanted to stay in this company. And ultimately he left and was looking for other companies. So I'm saying it can happen for anybody, but the owner of that company at some point decided to exit, and decided that it was a better deal for them to sell the company. Maybe they got in some financial trouble. It was a temporary, maybe the owner of that company got into it knowing that they had a plan, 10 years, they're going to sell it or whatever. But maybe the owner just had bad luck and some situation happened and they felt like, hey, the only way to fix this is to get absorbed by another company. But ultimately, owners of companies can have exit strategies. They do have exit strategies, knowing if you end up like my friend and you end up evaluating companies for whatever reason, looking for another company, it's a good question to ask. What is this owner of this company I'm evaluating, what is their exit strategy?
Absolutely.
Right? There's basically three. Owners of companies want to either, sell it. They build it to sell it. They have a plan, a timeline of when it gets to a certain level or at a certain amount of years, they're going to sell it. Or, right, they want to go public, right? Eventually to go public, to sell the company to the stock exchange, right? Or they want to, right, leave a legacy, and they're not going to sell it. They're going to have a legacy strategy instead of an exit strategy to pass the company down, maybe to their kids or to their CEO, but they're going to pass the baton, keep the company going. And if you're looking for a company, or you want to be in a company, if you're looking for something where you want to be somewhere where you can build something long-term, right? You want to be in a company where they have a legacy strategy. They're not planning on pulling the rug out for money. So it's a good question to ask. If you're looking for companies, my friend, as he's evaluating companies, he's asking those questions, like where can he feel comfortable to build long term? And
sometimes even when you plant, like this story is so telling for me, because this gentleman had already planted his flag in a company, in his dream company, and he thought that's it. It's binding commitment for him forever.
That was it.
But then the company, had a shift that happened in the ownership and an entire infrastructure of the company. So sometimes, even though you are not actively looking to make a pivot or a shift, sometimes life challenges fall upon us, and now you are equipped and this training on how to navigate something like this because you've already heard the story.
If it happens.
It happens. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
Or you have someone come to you, or a rep comes to you and they're like, I'm thinking of leaving and I found another opportunity, and you're like, hey, look, does this company even have a long-term plan? So you might be able to save a rep from leaving your team who thinks the grass is greener on the other side.
Absolutely.
Leaving to go to some company where the owner is planning on building it to sell it. Like, dude, you're going to build something there and end up rebuilding in 3 years. So, having a high level conversation about this can be helpful in many different ways. But ultimately, I think most people, everyone in network marketing either has this part-time goal or full-time money goal.
As a distributor,
right? As a distributor, and a part-time money goal. I want to say this too. I think most people get into network marketing with the goal of full-time, and I think it's so easy to kind of back ourselves down, and maybe it's not working as well as we thought it was, and we kind of lower our expectations or lower our goals or dreams to the size of our production or paycheck, and think, maybe part-time's okay. I just want to make a little bit extra money, or even, it's not about the money. I just love the people and stuff. But I think most people do get into network marketing with that idea to have financial freedom and be full-time. Imagine being able to travel around and do what I want and still make money, residual income. That's really the biggest draw. One of the biggest things we sell in network marketing is this power of financial freedom that can come with this power of leverage in building an organization. So But whether you are a genuine part-time goaler, right? You love what you do, you love your career, and you really just want to make a little extra money, you love your products, whatever, or your goal is to be full-time, it's good to talk about the next step, which is if you want to go full-time or someone in your team wants to go full-time, what's the exit strategy from your job?
Right. At
what point does it make sense to leave your job?
What do you think, guys?
Right?
Maybe drop your comments. Like, it's a great question, I think, to ponder and just kind of like self-reflect on. Like, at what point you think it's a good idea if your goal is a full-timer to go into network marketing as a full-time, at which point is that decision-making process that's going to happen in your business? Just a great question.
When does it make sense to go full-time?
And let us know in the comments what makes sense for you, because what makes sense for you might be different than what makes sense for someone else, because everybody here is at a different junction in their business.
Different situations in life. Maybe a spouse has other income. Maybe you've got some other incomes. Right? Maybe it's your only thing. You never know. So, but I think a lot of people have different answers and different ideas of when they want to go full-time. Right? When their plan is to go full time. And
there's a big pitfall that we want to save you from when it comes to going full time too early. And we are going to show you like when there's like 3 check boxes that we're going to talk about in a minute that you can check off the box.
That's what makes it a good idea.
Yeah, that when you check those 3 elements off, that's when it's a good idea for you to go full time. But before I talk about that, I do want to talk about the pitfall of going full time into network marketing too early, because you don't want to go full time too early. And I say that because we've seen thousands of people, hundreds of people in our team or sidelines when we were, in network marketing. Some of you don't know our story, so you're not sure. I just want to maybe like quickly slip it in. So Charles and I have a combined 19 years of experience in network marketing. We built massive teams in both product and service-based companies. And then we graduated out of network marketing and into the corporate side of MLM, consulting MLM company owners, and also as C-level executives and company owners. So we've seen network marketing from the bottom up and top to bottom. We've been in the industry from like 360 view direction, degrees view we have on the industry.
We have a lot of perspective we can share for sure.
So one of the things we've seen is that people go full-time too early. They quit their jobs, and then now they're like, okay, I'm full-time in network marketing, and now they have to force the production when they are not ready, when they haven't created a team that is ripe enough to create that production for themselves. All right, they not just the team, but themselves. Like there's you got to elevate yourself to as a leader, but there's also the team with you that you got to elevate.
Maturity,
there's like a collective maturity that has to be in place so that you've got that production before you go, full time. So we've seen people pulling the trigger too early, and they struggle, and they are living on a commission breath, not knowing when the next paycheck is gonna come and how. And
you ever heard that term, commission breath?
They're like,
right? You're like breathing on people, like, I need to sign you up to make a paycheck. Right? People feel that when you're recruiting them, when you're talking to them, prospecting, they can feel it's like you need to recruit them to make a paycheck to pay your bills. And it's a term in the industry, and so you don't want to be that, right? So. But it happens, and I've actually known leaders in the industry, and I hated this, but these leaders would recommend to their people to go full-time to kind of entrap them into having to go work and hard and produce. But then they would churn these people out and spit them out, and these people don't make it because you can't live like that. You're stressed out. It's like it's just not meant to be that way, right? So we're the opposite. We always we say, hey, look, like, follow these steps, like check these boxes before
because before I share those boxes, guys, network marketing is meant to be initially a part-time business.
It's part-time.
And you can do it part-time with your job, whatever, or your traditional business. And that's the magic of network marketing. And that's the magic of network marketing. And I'm quoting the magic of network marketing from Jim Rohn. If you don't know Jim Rohn, he talks about the magic of network marketing, because let me tell you, the magic of network marketing is when you're making $2,000 extra, just extra from network marketing. Okay. The attraction that it creates is way on a whole nother different level than if you're making full-time $2,000 in network marketing. If network marketing is your full-time thing, and that's the only income you're creating is $2,000 from network marketing, and people ask you like, hey, how much? Like, oh my gosh, nobody wants to leave or buy into the dream of network marketing to make $2,000.
Yeah, they're like, why would I stop what I'm doing to do what you're doing to make $2,000?
If you're already making, let's say, $3,500 from your job, $2,000 from your job, and you have another part-time income from network marketing that is supplementing your job's income, that supplementary income is what is giving you that extra oomph in your lifestyle that otherwise you wouldn't have, that extra blessing. And that's what extra vacation. That's what lures people and excites people and entices people in all the positive ways into the world of network marketing. Okay. So that's the
power of part-time, extra money, right? People come, they're like, hey, cool, I want to make some extra money, but they're not sure if they want to do what you're doing, if they think they have to leave their job to do it. They're like, I'm busy, I got a job, I can't do what you're doing, quit my job. They're like, oh no, we're all doing this part-time. But they're thinking, okay, but how much money do I got to make to be able to go full time? And when is it right? When do I go full time? Right. That's the key.
Yeah. So we have a Facebook user here, which we love. I love what you mentioned here. And I don't know, I can't see your name because you got to give StreamYard access, but you're saying that I think the point to go into network marketing full time is when you start making more money than what your job pays you. Absolutely 100% accurate. And it is one of the checkboxes actually that I have. And I'm going to talk about the checkbox. So it just says Facebook user, but you are leading us, perfect segue into the 3 checks that you got to make in those check boxes. Okay. So when is it a good time? When is it a good idea? When does it make sense to go full-time? Number one, the most important thing, is you got to rank up. Not only rank up, help other people in your team rank up. Of course, if you just started your business, you got to rank up. And then, as you're building your team, you just got to have your team ranking up, and you got to do this consistently and systematically.
That's the key.
And it's not
just a random once in a while, hoping someone ranks up. Like, you want to be systematically promoting people. Right? You want to be able to rank up, when your next rank is coming, because you're helping other people produce and rank up, and you have a machine going.
And there's a science behind how you can do that. That's for another training, but ranking up and helping people in your team rank up consistently and systematically. That's number one. Checkbox. Once you check that, the next question is, which is what my friend here said, is you got to be making more money in network marketing than your job. And the recommendation that we say is twice as much. So if you're making $40,000 in your job, you want to be making $80,000 in your network marketing business before you pull that trigger and fire your boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then it creates a powerful story. Yeah. Anyone asking you, you're like, you know what I mean? I'm making twice as much money part-time on my part-time thing than I'm making full-time on my job. People are like, well, how do you do that? What's that? So it's this crazy situation where you even almost don't want to go full-time. But if you go full-time before that, it's just anything can happen in network marketing. Like my friend, his company got bought out by another company. And it's like, but I think you double the money part-time as you're making full-time. You've got a powerful story. That's a key for sure. And you're able to stack up money. And I think that brings us to our third point.
The third point, ladies and gentlemen, is to at least have 6 months of savings before you fire your boss.
And I'd say 12 months, but at least 6.
At least 6. So if you are someone who is having a production in your network marketing business, and it's kind of like
up and
like
down,
this,
and you know,
and you're like, oh my gosh, if I just can quit my job and go full time, I can just make this business go uphill, and it's go trajectory upwards, and it's going to be crazy. It's my job that's holding me back. And the answer for that is, we just want to save you from a pitfall. We just want to help you and give you this perspective that we've seen people experience, and then because we love network marketing, and we want you to always love network marketing and never have network marketing leave a bad taste in your mouth, because those people who have made those such decisions have turned against network marketing, and we want to save you from turning to the dark side.
So don't leave your job. Don't leave your job to try to create full-time business. Don't leave your job to try to create full-time money. Don't leave your job to try to create full-time production, right? You don't want to be in that situation.
Rebecca says, I have a 19-year government career part-time now, but want full-time before I retire. Yeah.
That'd be great. And you retire from the government career, and you've got this other full-time income coming in from network marketing. It's something you can build long-term.
Yeah. Let us know what your plans are. I like hearing that, because it also gives us an opportunity to get to know you better, to get to know what your plans are, where you see yourself in relationship to, part-time, full-time, long-term, short-term ideas about your business and plans. So let us know, so we get to know you better, because Heather, the more we get to know you better, we can serve you better. What is Heather saying?
Heather says, when you're making enough money to pay the bills.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good start.
It's right? Great.
I think it's a good start, but I think like we were talking about, I think you want to set the goals to overachieve that, where you've got more than enough. You've got the bills overpaid. You've got 12 months of bills paid. You got double the money coming in, so you can be in a position where you're not stuck, where you're not, having to find someone to make a sale to pay a bill. Like, you don't want to live sale to sale.
Commission breath. But yes, if your goal is to get to a place where you're making enough money, your business is making you the money that pays all your bills, I think that is a great relief, isn't it? Like, wow, that's incredible.
That's a great big goal to hit.
It's a big goal.
If you can pay your bills with network marketing, and you got this other full-time job paying, you got double the money now, right?
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
So, so now let's next kind of keep the conversation moving forward.
Yeah.
You make it full-time. You make it to this level, right? Exit your job, right? And now you're full-time in your business, right? Now what?
So we fast forwarded you checked those 3 check boxes. Now you're there.
You made it.
When we want to bring you to that place and future time, so that you can visualize what's coming, okay?
And what to do next, right? To visualize that, to imagine. And so you're full-time now, and what do you do now, right? What do you do now? So many people use it as now they can sleep in, right? But go on vacation. Now you're full-time. Now you can go on vacation, right? Maybe a short vacation to celebrate, right, your achievement. But no, now's the time to get to work, right? Now's the time to double down. Now's the time to really have a work ethic that will duplicate. You want a work ethic to duplicate in your business. You want people to go full-time and take a rest when they go full-time, or do you want people, when they go full-time in your business, to go double down and work hard? So you're going to do what you want your team to do. You want to go double down on your work ethic and create a work ethic culture.
Right.
And go hand, right? Now you got to go hard. So when can you stop? Right now you're working hard. You're working even twice as hard. You're full time. You're going all in. You're going all out. When can you take your foot off the gas? When can you back off? Right? When do you get to take a break in your business? Right? And I think there's some check boxes, right? I think there's 5 winning components to a healthy long-term business, to building a healthy long-term business that's going to grow with or without you, because you can't take your foot off the gas.
Right.
If it's going to stop growing, right? It can all go away. Like, you want to get this thing going to the point where you can't stop it. It's going to grow with or without you.
Hey guys, let me know in the comments if you want your business to get to a place that it grows with or without you.
Let me know.
I want to hear it, because I want to know if you can hear us Because we can't see you. And so let us know if that's something that excites you, if that's something that you want. Yeah, absolutely.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Right. That's, I mean, you just really can't, you don't want to take your foot off the gas. You don't want to be stop and start and get going and stop. And consistency is the gateway to speed, right? Going and keeping consistent and putting your foot on the gas, going. Now you're full time, keep going. When can you take your foot off the gas and not worry about it?
That's a good question.
I've seen so many people, they pull their foot off the gas too early and their production goes backwards or whatever happens and they lose that momentum. And now they got to get that. It's like you're pushing this boulder up a hill, right? And you want to keep the boulder rolling.
I'm over the
hill.
Then
you stop and now the boulder starts to come backwards at you and it takes double the effort to get it turned around and get the momentum pushing back up the hill again.
That's true. So
you want to keep it going so you can get that boulder up and over the hill. And once that boulder is up and over the hill, it's going to roll down the other side. You can't stop it.
So
that's where you want to get.
So these are the 5 winning, we're going to share with you today the 5 winning components to a healthy long-term network marketing business that will grow with or without you. Are you guys ready? Because we're going to wrap it up here.
Here we go.
Really quick.
Wrapping up the training.
Notepads out,
here's the good stuff.
Cool too.
Here we go. Number 1, duplication. Right? When you've duplicated the right things enough times in your business, say the right things. Well, all the things that you would want to duplicate, that you would want happening more and more in your business that are duplicating. You want to create massive duplication. You can't be the only one doing the right things. You got to have a whole wolf pack. You got to have a whole team, people doing the right things. So when you've duplicated the right things enough times, that's a good time. You can check that off the list, right?
We've got Rebecca saying, heck yeah, I want to be rolling downhill
snowball avalanche. That's what it is.
We've got a Facebook user. We can't see your name. We'd love to know you, who you are. You got to give StreamYard access so that we can see your name. But he or she is saying that they've already given up their 9-to-5 job. That's great. Congratulations.
That's huge. Awesome.
So this next 5 components, winning components.
Hopefully you're able to check all these off the list. You know, when you get to this level, that's when you can go take this permanent vacation. I know people that gone on a 3-month honeymoon, you know, people that can buy a plane ticket on vacation and just buy a one-way ticket because you can decide when you want to come home. You know what I mean? It's just, it's going to be business. So grow with or without you. That's when you can take your foot off the gas. So number 1, when you created enough duplication. Okay. Number 2, when you've trained your replacement enough times. When you've trained your replacement enough times, like at a job, a normal job, you got a manager, you can't, you know, fire the guy, right, until you've trained the new guy, right? So you got to have someone to fill that position, and you can't leave your position to go on a permanent vacation until you've trained someone to fill it. You got to have enough people that you've trained to fill your shoes ultimately, right? That's huge. Okay, number 3, and this is one that I feel so strongly about, is having layers and layers and layers of independent leadership that's geographically diversified. Geographically diversified, meaning I wouldn't recommend walking away from your business on a permanent vacation if your whole team's in one city. You know what I mean? Because, hey, things can happen. I've seen crazy things happen. But if you got teams in different cities and different countries and layers of different pockets of momentum and leadership all over the place, different areas of business that are not related to each other, not, you know, connected to each other, they're not influencing each other, independent pockets and layers of leadership that are all spread across the country or the world, then you're in a solid position in your business where a whole team could leave and go to a different company in one city, but all your other cities keep producing. It's not spreading all around like a virus, right? So you got to think of these things to get big.
It keeps things contained.
You got to build it big. You want to build it big. So that's another one. So independent. So layers and layers of independent leadership, geographically diversified. Okay, number 4, production. You want to have production that is so much production that happens without you, that your contribution to your paycheck and your own personal production contribution is so small that if it stops, you won't notice it. Right? Your paycheck is made up of the production of the entire organization. Your contribution to if you stopped, the little bit of a hit or dent that will take in your weekly or monthly paycheck, you don't notice it because just the production, your paycheck is made from this huge production that's coming from outside of your personal efforts. right? If you turn your personal efforts off and your paycheck goes down 90%,
then you definitely don't want to go full time.
Yeah, don't take your foot off the gas. You want to keep pouring it on, right? You're not ready yet. Okay, number 5, and I think the biggest one of all is an overarching kind of a high level theme, is you want to have hundreds of leaders. And don't let that number scare you, but it's real. You want to have a big organization, hundreds of leaders that don't need 1 ounce of your time.
I love that.
Right? They're out doing it. They're independent. They're autonomous. They know what they're doing. They're out doing it. They're not calling you for help. Hey, it's happening. It's growing with or without you. And that's your exit strategy. That's your time when, hey, you can walk away, hey, permanently if you want to. But I think hopefully you're in a business where you don't want to walk away.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're in a business where you want to keep pouring it on. Hopefully you're in a business where you want to help people.
Not because you have to.
Where you want to help people. Where hopefully you're in a business that you love so much that, hey, you're not done till everyone achieves the reason why. Hopefully you're in network marketing, not just to get out of it what you want to get out of it, but you're into it for what you can help other people get out of it.
Yeah.
You know, but we want to help you get to a point. Hopefully you'll get to a point someday where you can choose when you want to work, where you can choose where you want to work, where you can choose how much you want to work, where you get to a point where you have comfort, where you have freedom, where you have options, where you have choices, right? Because this massive organization that you've built that's geographically diversified with hundreds of leaders, with independent leadership, is growing and building with or without you, that if you took time off, you can go on a permanent vacation, you have choices at that point. Yeah. And that's what network marketing is all about. And so many people want to get to that level. Even if you just want to make some extra part-time money, you will have people come into your organization, and that's what they're going to be wanting. Yeah. And you want to help them see that vision, and you want to help them see that they don't want to go full-time until they have a big organization and they have things going in the right direction, because you don't want them to get spun out.
Rebecca says international makes sense. She never thought about that before, like building international, building, you know.
And some companies aren't even international, but different states.
Right.
We're in America. Maybe you're in different provinces, different cities, but separate. You know what I mean? Like the one city's leaders and people are not really like influenced or talking to or involved in the other cities. They're independent leadership pockets that creates. It's just like having multiple franchises of your business. You've got like different locations, right? And one business the whole economy could go to crap in that city and no one goes to that business anymore. But all these other locations in other cities,
you're still thriving in
your paycheck is strong, right? It's strong. It's not going to take a dent. So we want to help you get to that level. And hopefully you're in a company where your goal is not to just make enough money to exit. Your goal is to help people and make an impact, right? Yeah. But I think it's good to think ahead and think, okay, the strategy and the trajectory that you're on.
Well, Charles, I feel like we jammed a lot of concepts here in just this one training today, that literally we can spend, each point we can spend hours on and unpacking and months on. But, you know, if you want, I just want to kind of like repack things and leave you guys with a takeaway for today. And just to repack things that we discussed today is that if you want, someone saying this is very valuable information. Thank you guys. Absolutely. Thank you for plugging in.
Yeah.
And so we want you guys to build a business that thrives with or without you, if you choose to. And for you to get to that point, you want to have those, 5 components that Charles talked together as your eyes on that prize to have kind of a overarching kind
a finish line goal, you know?
Yeah, and an overarching kind of an idea of that path, of the things that you need to be laying down on that path to get there. And with the 3 things that I discussed in order to go full time. So that was the overall, but let's track back and talk about what you guys can do now. Right? What is it that you can do now in order to get to that full-time or part-time goal? Well, the first thing you can do is let's set rank goals. You gotta rank up and help people rank up. That's the first thing I mentioned, right? Yep. You gotta rank up and let's help people in your team rank up. So in order to do that, you gotta have a rank up goal. And I think that's the takeaway that you can apply immediately, is to have a rank goal, in order to put your efforts and focus and attention onto. And so what I want to leave you today with is, hey guys, let's get you rise up the ranks.
Let's get you rise up the ranks.
Let's go. So if you have any questions, let us know. And we actually have, I think, an incredible announcement coming up soon. I don't want to announce it right now, but I think
big things are coming. So stay tuned for sure.
Big thing. I can't wait. And
stay plugged in.
We'll let you know, and we'll keep you posted. And it might have to do with something that we discussed today.
But hey, make sure you're posting on your free product giveaways on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Make sure you're posting on paid product Thursdays, opportunity Fridays. Post your opportunity. There's people in the group that, maybe they're looking around for something.
Yeah.
But hey, stay plugged in. Keep posting. We have people buying from people. We have people checking out businesses, right? Without pressure, right? Without feeling solicited, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Right? That's the culture we're trying to create in this group, where people can check things out and raise their awareness and raise their level.
And I saw today's Thursdays is, post your paid product service day. And I was looking at you all posting. I mean, there's so many
cool
if you're
things.
Looking for Christmas shopping, guys, let's support each other. Buy Christmas gifts to other family members from another citizen's business instead of making, corporate America richer. Like
Amazon, these guys are making billions and billions, and it's crazy, these big corporations.
So let's start the theme into the holiday with the idea of, this year I want to make a point, or make a commitment, or make an effort that I want to buy at least 5 gifts from. Instead of buying
or 2 or 1 or whatever,
or something from a Christmas gift from a fellow citizen for my family, instead of supporting more corporate America companies.
Let's help each other go full time. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Let's help each other get out of this. What we got into it for. We can work together. So many cool products. I'm seeing things. I'm like, I had no idea this was a network marketing
asking,
thing.
Is this network marketing? Is this network marketing?
That's awesome.
They're like, it's affiliate marketing. I'm like, that's great. Cool. So guys, keep the comments going. We love you. We appreciate you. We're so grateful. We're so excited to kickstart into this holiday season, supporting each other, and more surprises and a big announcement coming. So stay tuned. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.